Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Mesa City Council meeting for May 6th. We have Mayor Giles is out of town and excused, and all other council members are present. First item, we'll do the invocation. Is Ms. Angel McCombs here? Oh, Ms. McCombs, with the Spiritual Assembly of Baha'i of Mesa, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. Everybody, please stand.
O God, this is a broken-winged bird, and her flight is very slow. Assist her so that she may fly towards the apex of prosperity and salvation. Wing her way with the utmost joy and happiness throughout the illimitable space. Raise her melody and thy supreme name in all the regions. Exhilarate the ears with this call and brighten the eyes by beholding the signs of guidance. O Lord, I am alone, single, and lowly. For me there is no support save thee. No helper except thee, and no sustainer besides thee. Confirm me in thy service. Assist me with the cohorts of thy angels. Make me victorious in the promotion of thy word, and suffer me to speak out thy wisdom amongst thy creatures. Verily, thou art the helper of the weak and the defender of the little ones. And verily, thou art the powerful, the mighty, and the unconstrained.
Thank you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Ms. McCombs. First item is our consent agenda. Mr. Christopher, would you come up and please read the consent agenda?
Good evening, Vice Mayor and council members. These are the items on the consent agenda. All items listed with an asterisk will be considered as a group by the City Council and will be enacted with one motion. There will be no separate discussion unless a council member or a citizen requests, in which event the item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered as a separate item. Item 2, approval of minutes of previous meetings as written. Item 3A, approving reappointment of City Magistrate David Allen to a 2-year term beginning July 1st, 2024 and ending June 30th, 2026. Item 4A, act on liquor license application for Trey Bella, 119 West Main Street. Item 4B, act on liquor license application for Real Deal Smoke and Vape, 835 East Southern Avenue. Item 5A, approving use of a cooperative contract to purchase furniture for the new City Hall and conference rooms. Item 5B, approving 3-year term contract with 2-year renewal options for modular furniture disassembly, relocation, and installation services for the Business Services Department. Item 5C, approving dollar limit increase for the term contract for maintenance, repair, operating supplies, and related services as requested by the Business Services Department. Item 5D, approving contract for Central Mesa Reuse Pipeline, construction manager at risk, guaranteed maximum price, number 6 of 6. Item 5E, approving contract for Greenfield Water Reclamation Plant Blower System, electrical improvements, guaranteed maximum price, number 2 of 2. This project is funded by the Greenfield Water Reclamation Plant Joint Venture Fund with contributions split from the 3 partners, Mesa, Gilbert, and Queen Creek. Item 5F, approving use of a cooperative term contract with renewal options for on-call training services for the Water Resources Department. Item 5G, approving dollar limit increase to the term contract for custodial services, Zone 5, for the Parks, Recreation, and Community Facilities Department. Item 5H, approving use of cooperative term contracts with renewal options for vehicle equipment upfit and installation services for the Fleet Services Department. Item 5I, approving use of a cooperative contract for the purchase of 3 slurry seal trucks for the Transportation Department. This purchase is funded by the local street sales tax. Item 5J, approving 3-year term contract with a 3-year renewal option for the development, management, and implementation of the Trees Are Cool Growing Next Generation of Tree Stewards in the Desert Southwest Project for the Environmental and Sustainability Department. This project is funded by a grant from the U.S. Forest Service. Item 5K, approving 3-year term contract with 2-year renewal options for temperature-controlled locking drug cabinets for the Mesa Fire and Medical Department. Item 5L, approving contract for Fire Station 205 rebuild, construction manager at risk selection and pre-construction services contract. This project is funded by the 2022 public safety bonds. Item 6A, approving resolution for zoning case 23-343 for property generally located north of Elliott Road and west of Hawes Road. Council use permitted site plan review to allow for a mixed-use development. Item 6B, approving resolution for zoning case 22-779 for property located south of Loop 202 Santan Freeway on the east side of Power Road. Council use permit to allow for a freeway landmark monument. Item 6C, approving resolution extinguishing 2 temporary drainage easements located at 10,631 East Southern Avenue to allow for development of a multi-family project. Item 6D, approving resolution extinguishing various easements and drainage tracts located at 3615 South Power Road to allow for new subdivision plat. Item 7A, introduction of ordinance to amend section 10-4-6 of the Mesa City Code to modify the existing speed limit from 30 miles per hour to 25 miles per hour on North 32nd Street between McAllips Road and McDowell Road. Item 7B, introduction of ordinance of zoning case 23-743 for property located on the east side of Val Vista Drive and on the north side of Thomas Road. Rezone of the bonus intensity zone overlay, council use permit, and site plan review to allow for development of a steel reclaimed water storage tank. Item 7C, introduction of ordinance for zoning case 21-874 for property located north of Main Street and west of Sossaman Road. Rezone of planned area development overlay and site plan review to allow for a multiple residence development. Item 7D, introduction of ordinance for zoning case 23-1002 for property located north of Broadway Road on the east side of Power Road. Major site plan modification and amending conditions of approval for zoning case 91-038 to allow for a restaurant with a drive-through facility. Item 7E, introduction of ordinance for zoning case 22-214 for property located south of Southern Avenue on the west side of Country Club Drive. Rezone to the plan area development overlay, council use permit and site plan review to allow for a multiple residence development. Item 7F, introduction of ordinance for zoning case 23-174 for property generally located north of Elliott Road on the west side of Ellsworth Road. Rezone and site plan review to allow for a large commercial development. Item 8A, approving ordinance for zoning case 23-378 for property located south of University Drive and east of Alma School Road. Rezone with bonus intensity zone overlay, site plan review, and council use permit to allow for a mixed-use development. And item 9A, approving subdivision plat, The Grove on Main condominium for property generally located east of Mesa Drive and south of Main Street. Vice Mayor and council members, these are the items on the consent agenda.
Thank you, Mr. Christopher. Ms. Mosley, are there any blue cards on any the consent agenda
No
items?
request, Vice Mayor.
No requests, perfect. See, there's a motion from Councilmember Freeman, a second by Councilmember Summers. Please cast your vote. Motion passes with the mayor being absent. All right. And I just want to note, I think we have City Magistrate David Allen. Congratulations and thank you for your service in the crowd. So thank you. We'll move on to items from citizens present. Ms. Mosley, do we have any requests to speak?
No request.
No requests. Hearing none. That is all the items for this meeting. Is there a motion to adjourn? Mr. Summers, a second by Councilmember Freeman. All in favor say aye. Aye. And we adjourn. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.